Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Bastard!
Alright, what I did, I went ahead and DA'd it down. We didn't strip it down. What I did, I changed my grit to a coarser grit, which is 36. Now, the reason I changed it to a 36 grit is because spray can paint, okay, when sanded, okay, it starts gumming up and it'll gum up the paper real bad. If you use a coarser grit and turn your DA sander down to where it's a lower speed, where it's not going, high RPMs, a lower RPM running, it'll actually flake the paint off like you were using a wire wheel or something instead of sanding it off. Because what happens is the heat friction from your DA sander and the cheesy ass lacquer paint, Krylon paint that's on your fender or whatever you're painting, okay, it starts to gum up in a ball and then you'll never sand it off. Okay, it just gets all gooey and crappy. Okay, so I sanded it down. Now what I'm going to do, I was showing you that dent right there. I'm going to go ahead and knock that dent back out. See if we can... There we go. Alright, that's going to take minimal filler, probably Evercoat, to fill that in. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and hand sand that with a nice block, as you see, a rubber flex block, and some 80 grit. Another reason I'm not going to strip this down to bare metal is because as I was sanding it, I noticed on both sides right here, it's heavily filled with Bondo, okay, and I don't want to have to redo all that bodywork just because I'm painting a fucking Fender, which I'm not shy to say is a fucking buddy deal. Okay, so the more work that I do to this fucking thing, the less money I actually make. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my my little angle grinder and I'm going to go ahead and grind that spot. Always wear your safety glasses now, that's very important when you're doing this type of work. Any kind of grinding you do, it's always important to use the safety glasses. I'm going to go ahead and grind that spot down. And then we're ready to apply our Bondo. So I take my Bondo, I got my Bondo and my harder ready to go. I'm gonna clean off my We're going to take our Bondo, we're going to mix it up where there's no streaks in it, where it's one solid color. That's very important. Make sure when you mix your Bondo, there is no streaks or discoloration or anything at all. It's very important that when you're mixing your Bondo, it is one color only. Looks like once our Bondo's mixed, we're going to take a little bit of it. We're going to hold our Bondo spreader at a curve. Do you see how I'm holding that? And I'm going to take it and just swipe it nice and easy. Do you see how I'm applying that? I'm curving the Bondo spreader to the angle of the fender. See? It's very important to do that. I'm overfilling it because I don't want to have to fill it again. So I'm really building it up heavy. So when I come back, I can sand it down and feather it all out. And that's all I'll have to put on there because the primer will take care of the rest. Then I come back lightly. If you watch how I'm holding my Bondo spreader, I'm holding it and just lightly feathering the edges out. I'm going to put a little bit more right here. This is where our dent is. And I'm just barely pushing on it just to drag it into the dent and then feathering it out as I go. Now you might be looking at it and saying, wow, that's a lot of fucking Bondo. Yes, it is. You're right. And once again, like I said, okay, I'm putting that much Bondo in it due to the fact that I only want to put one coat of Bondo on this dent. That's going to give me enough where I could feather it out. Do you see what I'm saying? And sand it to neuter the situation to get the motherfucker like I want it to be before I prime it. I'm saving myself time. The dent on this is very minor and imperfected, and it's on a curve at that. Okay, so if it's not 100% perfect, you'll never see it due to the fact that the fender's round, it's on a curve going this way. Okay, so the light, the angles, the everything that you see about it is going to be working just fine. Okay, I would like to tell you that doing a job like this is a filthy fucking job. Look at me. Look at me from sanding a fucking fender. Okay, do you really think that my friend Pete likes doing this shit? I'm going to tell you how much I'm making on that fender. Okay, $75. It's a buddy deal. It's called the neighborhood buddy deal, okay? The guy lives across the street from me. So it's a fucking neighbor guy, see? It's a neighbor guy that wants me to paint his fender black, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and paint the fender black, but I can tell you this, he better not bitch and complain. Anyway, there you go. This is what it looks like when you spray paint your... Okay, this is spray paint. I want to show you this, okay? This is spray paint, okay, that has been hardened. Okay, you might as well call it dirt, all right? But do you see how that sands off? Okay, that is Krylon spray paint, okay? It's a fucking joke. We'll be back to prime this fender. Let the Bondo dry. Let me go clean up. I look like a bum. I look like I just crawled out of the fucking gutter. The sewage pipe, and it's a fucking situation. But the solution's there, and we're going to take care of the problem. We'll be back. Take it easy. My friend Pete, your friend Pete, showing you that if I'm doing it, you can do it, sir. Damn, it's a fucking mess.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.